he started. This is his money picks. Out of position, Mike Evans, and then that Joey Bosa is going to cause havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, and also an ultimate team, especially salary cap, you see legend players as well. You see Chad Johnson and Randy Moss at wide receiver, and that's not a bad quarterback right there.
Wow.
Aaron Rodgers.
And on the other side, you have Problem. And let me tell you, he enjoyed his victory in the semifinals for about 10 minutes. The next thing you know, he was with his guys, Serious Mo, Young Kiv, and they're immediately practicing in the lab. Kiv runs the same offense as Skimbo.
Yeah, Kiv can mimic anybody's offense, so he's a perfect person to prepare with. Problem's preparation has always been underestimated, and we call him the GOAT, the greatest Madden player of all time, and that's just a fact. His credentials are second to none, Scott, and it's going to be a real treat to see if he can keep that momentum going and make a statement in this new era of Madden football.
Has it once since Madden 13. Harlem Shake was a thing back then. Jalen Ramsey, Deion Sanders are his money picks on the back end.
Yeah, a little new school and old school right there. This is Ultimate Team, and he's got those legend wide receivers, Randy Moss and Chad Johnson. They're animals in this game, and surprise, surprise, Aaron Rodgers at the helm.
Well, we break it down each and every game. It's our scouting report brought to you by our good friends at Xbox. What's Skimbo got to do, RG?
For Skimbo, he needs to win the big one. This is a guy that's pretty much done everything there is to do in competitive Madden, Scott, besides finally win a championship. And he understands that all the money is nice, but the glory is forever, and that's what he wants. He wants that glory, and this is his chance to get it. He needs to win this championship.
It has eluded him time and time again. What has Problem got to do against the #1 Skimbo?
For Problem, cement your legacy. You're already considered the GOAT, but nobody, like you said, the last time he won a major championship was Madden 2013. This newer generation needs to see that he can get it done on the big stage. Opportunities don't come often, but he has an opportunity to do that today.
Well, at the Super Bowl and what we call the Madden Bowl, he was in the finals, lost on the final play of the game against Dubby, and here we go. The Madden 17 championship is underway, and Skimbo will bring it out of his own end zone, and he'll be bottled up at the 22, and that's where Michael Skimbo will go to work.
And it's ironic that Skimbo gets the ball first here, Scott. He is an offensive specialist going up against a defensive specialist in Problem. Let's see who can set the tone.
Skimbo's the Patriots. He's a huge fan. And he goes to Ricky Williams, the former Texas Longhorn, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 31. Quick gain of 9.
Yeah, and Skimbo in this gun bunch offense, Coltrane, he is going to attack with these 3 wide receivers right here. That area of the field is going to be money for him throughout this game.
Goes back to Ricky Williams, but this time he's denied, loses a yard. Let's make it 2, 3rd and 3.
And these short yardage situations, when you're playing your buddy at home, they're usually a give me. But when you're going up against this high-level competition, things get stingy in these short yardage situations.
Already a big play. Quick throw, though. There's Jimmy Graham, and he picks up the first down after a big hit stick. And it's important to tell folks at home, this is what salary cap is all about. You're like, what is Jimmy Graham doing on the Patriots? Why is Aaron Rodgers? Where's Tom Brady? It's because they are the general manager of their team, and these are the players they pick for the success.
Yes, they need to know their personnel. They need to build their team. And most importantly, you need to get it done on the sticks as well. In salary cap, you represent all aspects of the game.
And there's Rodgers. He goes to Ocho Cinco. Chad Johnson, the legend, makes his first appearance out to the 44-yard line.
Looking good so far by Skimbo. Multiple first downs, moving the ball against the GOAT. But he needs to be careful of those big hits. Problem is known to let you complete passes and lay big hits and force fumbles. We already seen Ramsey lay one of them on this drive.
Of course, Problem's a huge 49ers fan, being on the West Coast. 1st and 10 at the 44 for Skimbo. Left to the Rodgers. He throws it deep. There is Randy Moss. Straight catch, homie, down to the 4-yard line.
And we told you his offense was prolific and explosive, and there you go. You see Skim gets Randy Moss over the top. The problem is he didn't get into the end zone, and it gets extremely stingy down here in the red zone.
You call it the red zone, I call it the dead zone. This is the toughest 4 yards in Madden.
He's going to throw a wheel route to Moss right here, or Graham's going to run a fade from there.
Let's go to Ricky Williams. And he leans down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Good play call by Skim. That play that I called out is usually his go-to. Catches problem off guard, gives it to Ricky.
I formation. Gonna try to sneak it in with the Rodgers. No.
He's gonna hurry up.
There's a little tempo.
This is big. Third down.
Maybe saw something he liked. And he's gonna take a timeout here. So we're just underway here in the Madden 17 Championship. $100,000 on the line. Tosses it outside, and Ricky Williams flies into the end zone. Skimbo strikes first.
What a prolific drive by Michael Skimbo, the #1 ranked player in the world, going up against the legend Problem Right. That's how to open up the game if you're trying to get over that hump, Skim.
Got to be careful that you don't get these extra points blocked. It's up and it's through. Let's take a look at it again, RG. Pretty little toss play.
And that's a good play call. You saw Problem blow up the QB sneak on the play before that. Skim calls the timeout, adjusts his play calling, tosses it to Ricky, gets some success. Let's see what he can do on defense.
Trailing by a touchdown now is Problem. He had 2 kickoff returns in the semifinals. That's what got him here, a 1-point win over Noble Joke in the semis.
And Problem, though he's not known as the greatest offensive player of all time, he is very efficient, and his play calling is masterful. You can expect him to mix it up with a lot of running and then hit you with the pass when you least expect it for a big play.
And he has Aaron Rodgers as well. In the shotgun, CJ Procise is going to be his featured running back, and that's where he goes. CJ with a little bit of room, and he jukes out to the 38.
A lot of room to run on that one, Coltrane. Look at this, blocks. Hole opens up like the Red Sea.
A little bit of play action, and it's knocked down at the line. That's that Joey Bosa I was talking about. He's a player that can just absolutely be a terror on the defensive line.
Yeah, he causes havoc, and that's a 97 overall Bosa NFL honors version.
99 being the highest rating you can meet, and there is Julio Jones. He works his way, and he'll move the sticks.
Back and forth early. Things get intense, Scott. Remember, this is a $100,000 game of John Madden football we're watching here.
And there is Bosa again, leading the tackle. Goes nowhere. 2nd and 10. The ball is smack dab at the 50. There's the heat, the blitz, and he had to throw it quicker than he wanted, and Procise wasn't ready for it.
You hit the nail right on the head. He wanted that route to develop. The pressure got there, had it, let it go early. The running back wasn't ready. Incomplete pass, 3rd and 10.
Big 3rd down for Problem. He's more of a defensive player than an offensive player. And there is, well, we talked about him. I can't see the future, but Joey Bosa is going to be big in this game. He was in there again. 4th and 10. What do you do, RG?
He's going to go for it in this situation. And a lot of football fans are saying, why would you go for this? Well, you know what? We're playing 5-minute quarters, Scott, with only a 30-second play clock. So you need to be a lot more aggressive with your play calling in John Madden football.
Biggest play of the game thus far. Rodgers throws it off his back foot. Should have been picked off, but it'll be a turnover on downs.
And this is an uncharacteristic mistake by Problem. He runs straight back, doesn't step up in the pocket. And I've never seen him nervous, but that looked like a nervous play to me, Scott.
Just awkward. Like me at my high school prom. 1st and 10 at the 50. 98 seconds left in the quarter. And he's going to use his 2nd timeout here.
And players are a lot more loose with these timeouts in the first half. You can't take them with you into the second half, but those things are like treasure in that second half because they could be the difference in getting the ball back when you need it.
It's the #1 player in Madden. Michael Skimbo has the ball against the greatest Madden player of all time, both trying to add to their legacies. Rogers swings it to the outside, and Randy Moss picks up a quick 8.
And we should mention that the first Madden championship took place last year, and Problem found himself in this same spot last year in the final game before he eventually fell to the champion of that year, Stiffmeister.
Yeah, Stiff took home the title a year ago. But it speaks to the consistency of Problem that he's back again. And that'll be a first down as Ricky Williams picks up 2. There's a guy that's got a lot of consistency going for him as well. He's sort of the Phil Mickelson of Madden before Phil broke through. He's a guy you're always rooting for, always comes up second. Could this be his night tonight, RG?
Very well could be, and he's in complete control right now, up 7 with the ball.
Rogers finds Randy Moss, just a short gain to the 36. He does have Steven Gostkowski as his kicker from the Patriots, so he's probably in field goal range.
And that's important. You can't turn the ball over right now if you're Skim, because you're in field goal range. The most important thing is you get points and make this a 2-possession ball game.
Nice find for Ocho Cinco. A lot of room down to the 19. Skimbo is 7 for 7 for 105 yards.
You thought we were joking when we told you his offense was prolific? Look how easy he is making this look. And remember, he's going up against the greatest of all time and a defensive specialist in Problem. And he's just moving the ball consistently.
Rogers hit as he threw, and that's his first incompletion of the game.
Deion Sanders off of that edge blitz. You're going to see him sending heat all day long. He has a 98 speed rating, and he comes flying off the edge when these players send him on a blitz. There he is right there. He's who you need to watch, Scott.
Quick throw. And tipped around and almost picked off.
That would have been a costly mistake by Mike Skim. We're talking about you need to take 3, and look at this ball bouncing all over all the 49ers in the vicinity, but no one can make the play for the GOAT.
So 3rd and 10 from the 19, 14 seconds before the end of the first quarter. This game is flying by. Jimmy Graham gets the first down and a little more. He's down to the 5. Coming up on our final plays of the quarter.
And Skimbo pointing to the crowd, pointing at his friends, Dubby and Boogs, who helped prepare him. We saw Boogs getting ready with Mo and Kiv. Skimbo had some pretty good lab partners of his own, Scott.
And that'll be it. The clock will expire on the first quarter. And Michael Skimbo finds himself with a 7-0 lead over Eric Problem Wright. We got a lot more to come up. Don't go anywhere. It's the Madden 17 Challenge here live from Los Angeles. Don't go anywhere. We're going to make it happen.
Becomes the hunter. We just don't want to see no drill, baby. I'm still a player. Yeah, that's right.
Gronkic. Gronkalicious. Gronkasaurus. Gronkity Gronk Gronkalonka Donka Lonka Gronk. Available now in the App Store and Google Play.
My father used to say, when the world knocks you down, you get back up again.
Play it first on Xbox One with EA Access. Introducing the new Xbox One S. The only console where you can play over 100 exclusives on the fastest, most reliable gaming network. So bring every friend you have and build new worlds together. This is the new Xbox One S.
Get the new Xbox One S.
As the sun sets over beautiful Los Angeles, California, we are here with the Madden 17 Championship. And welcome back to our coverage of the Madden 17 Championship. We got a 7-0 ball game here after one quarter. Skimbo up on problem. Rico, what did you see out of Skimbo in that first quarter?
We knew he had an explosive offense, but after seeing his defense, it looks like he may have the problem solved.
When you talk about problem, though, the reason he's the GOAT is because he can adjust on the fly. He knows how to make adjustments. I expect him to make adjustments for the second quarter and take it home.
Let's see what happens and throw it back to our casters, Scott, Cole, and RG, guys.
All right, thank you so very much. Michael Skimbo right there enjoying a touchdown lead of the greatest of all time, Eric Problem Right. And I tell you what, RG, Skimbo's look strong here, and he's got the ball in the red zone at the 5.
Look how intense he is, Coltrane, asking himself, do I want to run verticals or do I want to run the ball? He's just constantly such a schematic player. He's always scheming. I like to call him Skim Belichick. Sometimes he puts that hoodie on, too. You can't tell the difference.
First and goal at the 5.
You got to watch that fade route to Moss or to run to Ricky.
Rodgers, quick throw to Moss. And you called it, partner, but he can't hang on.
Yeah, we've just been watching tape on Skim, and this is his go-to play. It's that verticals route to Randy Moss. You ask him, am I going to go verticals or am I going to run the ball? Don't be surprised if he goes right back to it or he runs with Ricky right up the gut. It's either Moss on a wheel, Jimmy on a wheel, or Ricky up the gut. That's what you got to watch out for if you're problem.
Goes to the air. He's going to throw it again. And the same result.
And Problem's just tempted Skimbo to keep on throwing that route with only one defender out there matched up with Randy Moss on an island. I wouldn't be surprised if Skim goes right back to it. That's not a good matchup for Problem.
That's Jalen Ramsey from Florida State.
You see him take this defender to go run over there.
Throws it for a third time. Oh, boy. And now you got to kick the field goal. Take the points here, RG.
Oh, my goodness. How about the stubbornness of these two players? Skim says, you're going to keep giving me one-on-one. I'm going to keep taking it. Problem says, I'll give you one-on-one. Go ahead. Results in a field goal. But the key thing here is this is going to put Skim up 2 possessions. Exactly where you want to be.
Well, he completes that pass about 70% of the time. You figure you throw it 3 times, one-on-one coverage, I'm going to get 1. Denied on all 3 and has to settle for 3.
And he's fortunate that that ball was never intercepted off the tip as well. That's one of the risks of running that play.
He's going to bring it out with Deion. And prime time will get to the 20-yard line. If you're just joining us, we're in the second quarter of the Madden 17 Championship. It's the final. Number 1 Skimbo against number 5 Problem, considered the greatest Madden player of all time.
Look at the pocket presence, no go. And this isn't only just the finals, Scott. This is the finals of the most prestigious Madden tournament that there's ever been
right.
in the history of this game. And remember, this game's been around for over 25 years.
2nd and 11, and they go to Julio Jones, and that's a big hit from Landon Collins. You know, both of these players have already made over $120,000 playing Madden football this year. The winner will see himself propel himself over $150,000 from the year.
And that's a very interesting point, Scott. Another interesting stat is we had 29 people that competed in the Madden Championship this year make over 5 figures.
5 figures for playing Madden football. So if you're sitting at home, you're still on the couch, on the fence, so to speak. It's time to pick up the sticks and play a little bit of Madden football.
29 people over 5 figures playing Madden football.
Unbelievable.
Sign me up.
2nd and 1 from the 49. CJ Procise gets to the 47. And that'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for Problem.
And Problem is not going to give up. He's down 2 possessions in this game, but this is a guy that has one of the toughest mentals in all of Madden competitive gaming. As you see him get on his horse right there, Coltrane, he is going to fight until the very end. So if you're Skim, you need to keep your foot on the gas, and you can't give him life like he's doing right now.
I can tell you getting excited. Call me by my gamer tag. I love it.
Can't help myself.
The front row, that's some of Problem's friends in the house. He's got a lot of them. He's from just up the road. Slept in his own bed last night. There's something to be said for that.
Yeah, home field advantage.
Finds himself down 10, though. Rodgers has some time in the pocket. He'll throw it. He had him wide open. That was his tight end, Harris, and he blew it.
Oh my goodness, how about the patience of Problem? And look at Skimbo, he guards the B route, goes down to the X route, Problem goes back up top. It's a little too much mustard on that pass from A-Rod.
You were talking about Problem's mental. What do you mean when you say mental?
The thing is, he is always confident in himself. He's never going to get frustrated, and he's constantly looking to the next play. A lot of people would be so frustrated that they're down 2 possessions that they psych themselves out. Not Problem. He's focused at the task at hand, and he's looking to get the job done, as you see on this drive.
That was a quick 1st down, and he's going to go with a little temp up in the hurry up. Gains him nothing.
With these 2 players, Scott, if there was a checkboxes for all the Madden skills, whether it's clock management, stick skills, offense, defense, playbook knowledge, these guys would have a check next to every one of those boxes, and there's not a lot of Madden players that meet that criteria. These 2 are special.
2nd and 10. That's why they're here in the finals. We had 32 players that traveled out here to Los Angeles. We've been playing Madden for 3 weeks. Finally, we're down to 2.
Yeah, and this is just the Madden Championship final that's been going on for 3 weeks. But remember, to get to that final 32, that's been about a 9-month process. That's a lot of grinding. That's a lot of hours. And it all has come down to this one game right here.
Ooh, he's going to use his final timeout with 2:01. And that will allow for the 2-minute warning to come into play on the next play. So you talked about that clock management. There's Skimbo right there. 3rd and 10. Problem swings it outside, and Randy Moss gets down to the 12. It's going to be 4th and 3. We've hit the 2-minute warning, and Problem will try to get some points on the board.
And you see that the kick meter was moving extremely slow right there, Scott. He has a special kicker that's an ability called focus kicker. That makes his kick meter move slower than normal. And that was smart by Problem, because when you're kicking field goals on that big stage, it could be nerve-wracking, but that focus kicker is going to help him deal with that. It could come into play later on.
So Problem finally gets on the board. A touchdown game now. And Ricky Williams trying to find a crease, makes it out to the 28. And that's where Michael Skimbo will go back to work.
And I know we paid Problem some homage on his special teams at the top of the broadcast, but you got to remember, Mike Skimbo's taken back a lot of kicks in this tournament himself, so you got to watch out when you kick the ball off to him.
You can see the play selection for both of our competitors. 1st and 10 for Rodgers. Throws it to Moss. Man, that's quadruple coverage.
It's a good sign for Problem. And a theme you should notice is Problem gets better as the game goes on, because he's learning how to adjust to his opponent. No one's better at picking up tendencies during the game than Eric Problem Wright.
So 2nd and 10 now. Has plenty of time. He's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. That was Demaryius Thomas. That would have been huge, RJ.
Oh, would it have been? Look at Skim. He hits the X button, which means it's a rat catch. He's trying to catch that in stride, but so much traffic around Demaryius Thomas, he couldn't just hold on to it.
Another drop. Makes it 3rd and 10.
Got to watch Deion. He's going to come right off that edge.
People use that Deion on the blitz because he's one of the fastest players in the game. And here he comes. And you called it, RG.
And what they do with that blitz, Coltrane, is they'll blitz Deion, but sometimes they'll drop him into coverage. So he's kind of like one of your hot reads when you snap the ball. You need to watch Deion. Is he blitzing or is he dropping coverage? Right there, he blitz, he isn't picked up, and problems got momentum right back.
I call it the unicorn of Madden. When someone's got a punt, just never happens. And a little bit of a spin move. Make it 2. And he moves it to the 43-yard line. Taking a look at it again, RG. Puts him in the spin cycle.
This is what we call stick work stop. When you take your user-controlled player and make people miss and get nasty, stick work.
Play action. And it's dropped by Julio Jones. Couldn't square himself.
Not even close.
Take a look at those guys. Rocking their controllers. So many adjustments made pre-snap.
Yeah, they have the ability to audible pre-snap. They can hot route when you're on offense. On defense, you could shift your line. You could shift your linebackers. You could disguise your coverages. And these guys are maestros when it comes to making those type of adjustments during pre-play.
Here's a hurry up with 62 seconds remaining in the first half of the Madden Championship. $100,000 to the winner. Giving out $1 million this year.
1 million.
3rd and 6. And there is Chad Johnson. I call him Ocho Cinco down to the deuce.
And look at problem. The clock's running, Coltrane. He's hurrying up to the line. It's ticking right now. He only has 1 timeout.
Got to go quick. Rodgers throws to the end zone and dropped by Randy Moss. He was hit by Mike Evans, the out-of-position Mike Evans.
And if you're prop, you got to be careful, because once that ball gets knocked out of your receiver's hands and there's defenders around, they could intercept it off the tip. You do not want to turn the ball over right now.
2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz, gets it out, and Julio will maybe gain a yard. So problem's got to go quick on 3rd and 9. Maybe take a shot at the end zone here, RG.
Yeah, this clock is ticking. He does not have much time.
Play action again. There's the blitz. And he's going to have to settle for a field goal. Stick around at halftime. We got Dave Grunfield, Rico Williams, and Maurice Jones-Drew, 2-time Madden Bowl champ, will join us at the half.
Oh, my goodness. Look at that, how slow that is. There's that focus kicker.
And it's up, and it is right down Main Street. And now we got a 4-point game with 7 ticks left in the half. We said it time and time again, though. You kick enough field goals, and you head home.
Yeah, especially against a player like Mike Skimbo, who's known for having a high-powered offense. You got to think he's going to get it going in the second half. So if you're probably, you can't make your living like this. Eventually, you're going to need to get into the end zone for 6.
See what Skimbo does here with 3 seconds. He's got the lead.
And he needs to be careful. We've seen quarterbacks fumble in this situation trying to chuck it deep, and the defense picks it up the other way.
Problem's got 4 defenders deep. He'll throw it deep. And Randy Moss will catch it, but it'll only go down to the 17-yard line. And that's how halftime will end. Skimbo with a 10-6 lead, and you can see the emotion. He knows he's only 1/2 away from taking home the belt and $100,000. Join us at halftime. Don't go anywhere.
My father used to say, when the world knocks you down, you get back up again.
Play it first on Xbox One with EA Access.
Introducing the new Xbox One S. The only console with 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, 4K video streaming, and high dynamic range gaming. The new Xbox One S. Smaller, sleeker, sharper. The ultimate games and 4K entertainment system.
Xbox One S, starting at $299.
I can't stop my end zone dancing moves. When I shake it, they can't take it. Let me win a Super Bowl with you. Oh, you love it. One more of it. Ooh!
Build your team and take them all the way. Madden NFL 17. Rated E for everyone.
Get the new Xbox One S.
Collect your favorite NFL players. Upgrade with stars from the past and present. And dominate your rivals on the field. This is the next level of fantasy football. This is where the season never ends. This is where legends are made. This is my ultimate team. What's yours?
That's right.
Gronk it. Gronkalicious. Gronkosaurus. Gronkity gronk gronkalonka donka lonka gronk. Available now in the App Store and Google Play.
Is a real crowd pleaser. Now the hunter becomes the hunted. We just don't want to see no trail, baby. I'm still a player.
A nice shot of the Santa Monica Pier there as the sun sets over Los Angeles. We are at halftime of the Madden 17 Championship. Welcome back to our halftime coverage of the Madden 17 Championship final. 10-6 Skimbo at half. Rico, he's got to be feeling pretty good right now.
Actually, I think he's feeling a little nervous. He was up 7-0 at the end of the first quarter with the ball on the 4-yard line. He wasn't able to get 7. Problem got within striking distance. He gets the ball back. Problem's too good of a player to allow him to stay that close.
I think the same with Problem, though. You have to capitalize in the red zone. If you don't capitalize scoring touchdowns, it's going to be tougher to come back and win. We know Skimbo can put up points, but I think Problem made great adjustments. I want to continue to see that.
Definitely. Adjustments so big at this stage. Let's take a look at these highlights from the first half to see exactly what was happening here. We see Skimbo going over the top early.
Absolutely. Skimbo in that explosive offense took the lid off of it real quick.
And then he just punched it in from the 1-yard line. A nice toss to the outside. Another really big part of this game. 3 straight passes to Moss in the end zone up the right side there. Was forced to settle for a field goal. Problem answered with a field goal of his own. There you see Deion screaming off the edge, forcing some pressure on Skimbo. And to make it 10-6, there is Problem's second field goal. A really solid first half so far. Right now, Zach Farley is on the field with Problem. Zach?
Thanks, Dave. I got Problem here with me. Skimbo has a great offense. He's known. But after his first drive, you really did a better job slowing him down. What adjustments did you make?
Just had to switch up a couple things, as far as like my specific adjustments in the secondary. So made a couple of adjustments, and I was able to, get a stop in that first half. Held them to 3, and then I got a full stop.
You're busting out some pretty nifty run moves in the first half. What about those?
Yeah, they've been good. I did the speed juke, and then the spin with Deion was nice. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to take it to the crib like I wanted to, but, hopefully I could put it together in the second half.
You trail a little bit right now, but you've got the ball coming out after the half. What do you got to do?
Score. I feel like I really do have something for him on defense, so I have to score.
All right, he's got the ball. He's going to score. We're going back to Dave.
Thank you very much, Zach. I want to remind everybody at home that the Madden Championship is powered by Xbox. We've teamed up to give away a new Xbox One S. Head over to EASports_MUT and look for the pinned entry tweet and retweet it to enter. Coming up After this is the second half of the final of the Madden 17 Championship. Skimbo is leading Problem 10-6. Come on back for a whole lot more. We are live from Los Angeles, California.
My father used to say, when the world knocks you down, you get back up again.
Play it first on Xbox One with EA Access.
Now the hunter becomes the hunted. We just don't want to see no drill, baby. Come steal a thrill.
Guys, no one's playing as you in Madden on Xbox One. As your agent, I need you to go out there and connect with the Xbox Live community. Get your popularity back up.
Great game, Julia.
I win! Oh, yeah!
Go. Come on, get there. Yes, touchdown.
Snaps the ball, drops back.
Strip sack Miller. Guys, it's so easy to connect on Xbox Live. What's the issue?
Y'all need to work on y'all people skills.
Play together on the fastest gaming network. Get the new Xbox One S.
Collect your favorite NFL players. Upgrade with stars from the past and present. And dominate your rivals on the field. This is the next level of fantasy football. This is where the season never ends. This is where legends are made. This is my ultimate team. What's yours?
Introducing the new Xbox One S. The only console where you can play over 100 exclusives on the fastest, most reliable gaming network. So bring every friend you have and build new worlds together. This is the new Xbox One S.
Get the new Xbox One S.
And welcome back to gorgeous Los Angeles, California. There's downtown. We're just a hop, skip, and a jump as the moon is rising over the Madden 17 Championship. We're here at the half. Scott Cole along with former Madden competitive player RG. And tell you what, Problem's going to have to get back into this one. What has he got to do?
Well, he said it in his halftime interview. He's going to need to get it going on offense. He says he feels he has the remedy on defense for Skimbo's high-powered offense, but that's not going to mean nothing unless he can take his offense downfield and start getting touchdowns.
Well, he's lived it. It's more of a problem game than a Skimbo game. Skimbo's used to some high-powered offense. Of course, he's been a second-half player in this tournament thus far. He struggled in most of his first-half games, but in the second half, that's when he really starts to open it up.
Yeah, that's a very good point, but the problem is also a second-half player, so that means we should have fireworks.
Just a 4-point game, and Problem's got the ball to start the half. Boy, a touchdown drive here would really make things interesting. $100,000 on the line for the winner.
Yeah, this is amazing. And when you see the pace that competitive gaming is growing in our country, what better game to lead that charge than John Madden football?
It's only been out for like 28 years or something like that. 2nd and 6. And Julio Jones takes it to the 39. Aaron Rodgers, 8 of 17.
It's just an amazing game right now, Coltrane.
You know, usually the finals are low scoring. There's a lot more running. You just want to be careful with that ball. And I think that's what we're seeing out of both our competitors right now as Procise dives ahead to the 43.
I think you mentioned it earlier, though. This is more of a pace that Problem likes to play at. Low scoring, long possessions, whereas Skimbo is used to getting points in a hurry. I wonder if that's going to mess with Skim's psyche as we move forward. Oh!
Big hit by Bosa on Procise, and now a big 3rd and 2. And Problem's used a lot of this tempo. He's no-huddled a little bit more than usual against Skimbo. Play action, quick throw, and there's his tight end Harris. Takes it down to the 31-yard line, and he's going to continue.
You see the crowd getting rowdy, and Problem is known for getting big chunks of yardage in those 3rd and short situations. That was a good example of it right there on 3rd and 2. When Skim's playing the short stuff, playing the run, you go up top, up the seam, and you get yourself a big chunk.
Well, Problem's working it, and his fans are twerking it.
Literally, you saw it on camera.
2nd and inches from the 21. I formation, CJ will dot the I. Goes to a little power O. And he'll get to the 19.
That Bosa again, just all over the place. And you look, Problem has already taken 2 minutes away from this quarter, Scott. And that's exactly what you want to do. How teams used to try to keep the ball out of Peyton Manning's hands. Problem trying to keep the ball out of Skimbo's hands as he puts this prolific drive together to start the 2nd half.
So 1st and 10 from the 19. Rodgers, here comes the pressure. And it's actually going to go down as a rush, a gain of 0.
But look how he steps up in this pocket right now. When you see casual people play Madden, they're just dropping back. They don't know how to use the pocket. Not when you're watching greats like this play the game. Their pocket presence is going to be amazing. Still a sack, though.
When you said casual Madden player, I swear you looked right at me.
If you get the hint.
2nd and 10 inside the red zone. Rodgers looks to the end zone, and there is Ocho Cinco, and Problem takes the lead.
And the crowd is going bananas. He's got his movement behind him. That's his following. Over 20,000 followers on Twitter. They all support Problem. They call themselves the movement, and boy, are they up and going nuts after that one. Look at this.
You see strafing in there, Misery. Spot me, please, some of our competitors that have stuck around for this one. This is a matchup of the ages. The #1 player in Madden 17 against the greatest all time. And Problem has the lead, so Skimbo's got to go to work. Let's look at it again, RG. What a throw.
Look at Rodgers, looks him off, high pass right into the middle of the end zone, and that's the legend Chad Johnson. You were wondering why he was on both those players' teams? Because he makes plays just like that, Scott.
Well, Skimbo, this is your first test. You're trailing by 3. You got the ball to start the drive at the 20-yard line after nearly 3 minutes has gone by in the 3rd quarter. Rodgers has Randy Moss and knocked away Deion Sanders on the coverage.
And Skip, Problem is lucky that was Deion Sanders. It looked like Moss had a step.
What a matchup that is. Deion against Randy Moss over there on the left side of your screen. 2:02 to play. 2nd and 10 for Skimbo. And he's going to test him again. And Deion rises to the challenge once more.
And Problem talked about he has adjustments for Skimbo. The adjustment he made is he took Deion Sanders out of that slot and put him on the outside so he could keep up with Randy Moss in that deep ball. That's a world-class adjustment right there by the GOAT. And we got a big 4th down coming up, Coltrane.
It's 4th and 3.
This is huge. Skim's going to go for this. This is the biggest play of the game thus far, Scott. This is a momentum play.
He punted it one time in this game. It's usually one time more than he ever does. And on 4th and 3, he's going to roll the dice.
Got to watch his back, leak out the backfield, and then the C route.
And he finds Jimmy Graham just dragging across and picks up the first down. That was huge, RG.
That's a good play. The running back stretches out the defense, and Jimmy Graham goes into that weak, tender area. Beautiful read right there by Skimbo. That's why he's an offensive genius.
Trailing by 3 here in the championship. And he's going to test him again. Randy Moss throws an interception. Deion Sanders picks off Skimbo.
You think it's getting a little rowdy in here, Scott? And that's the adjustment we talked about. Skimbo's fallen in love with the deep ball. Problems adjusted to it, and you're just not going to burn Deion Sanders over the top. World-class adjustment by the GOAT. Problem right.
Goes to C.J. Procise on first down after the big interception. See the total yards. 184 for Skimbo, 190 for Problem. And Rodgers is going to be sacked for a loss of 1. 3rd and 11 coming up.
Aaron Rodgers has been taking a lot of hits for problems. Skimbo playing some stingy defense of his own.
Got to be careful not to fumble the football in the pocket. Under a minute to go. And this one will fall to the turf, incomplete. So 4th and 11, and he's going to punt this one away.
Skimbo, be careful. Don't hurt your hands. Those are the money makers.
Yeah. Those guys have headphones on. They're listening to music and white noise to block our voices out and some of the crowd, but still has time to have a few conversations with his buddies.
Yeah, he could see them over there. He sees the crowd getting animated. He sees the movement going nuts after Problem gets the interception, gives him a look and lets him know, I'm still here, I can play some defense, and I'm about to go get some points on this drive. Let's see if he can get it done.
Still a 3-point game. Just a field goal separates these two players. And we got 30 seconds to go, and he's going to test them deep. And Demaryius Thomas on the bomb. Skimbo retakes the lead.
And he looks at Problem like, you want to make an adjustment? I can make adjustment too. I'm not going to try Deion Sanders, but I'll try your safeties straight over the top. Demaryius Thomas dropped it earlier, as you hear Skimbo saying, not this time. And we got ourselves a ball game.
Old school. All of a sudden, we're streaking with Skimbo. Take a look at it again. A 46-yard bomb to Demaryius Thomas.
Yeah, and right there he attacks Eric Reed at safety. That's a better person to attack than Deion Sanders. Great adjustment by Mike Skim. That is why he is so masterful on offense.
So now the momentum is back with Skimbo. And another spin move. Here goes Deion Sanders. Will they catch him? No. Bob Felicia, touchdown Problem.
It's unbelievable. There's so few times in life where you get to see greatness. When you watch Eric Problem right play John Madden football, you are just simply watching greatness.
He puts him in the spin cycle here, RG. Put it on delicate. Fabric softener and all, he's gone.
And that's why you want a Deion Sanders on your team, not just because he can get it done in coverage or on the blitz, but he is a lethal weapon in special teams.
Let's see if Ricky Williams can match it. He's bottled up at the 24. Look at it again, RG.
This is stick work, Scott. Spin move on your horse, hit the corner. I'm a GOAT, I'm getting vintage, and I'm fighting for my glory.
Wow. He said prime time in prime time.
Woo!
He knows we're on the NFL Network.
How Skim respond, though.
And Jimmy Graham takes a big hit from Harrison Smith. That might be the final play of the quarter. Back and forth these competitors go. Just when Skimbo retook the lead, Problem returns his 3rd touchdown on kickoffs in 2 games. Problem with the lead. It's a field goal game as we head into the 4th quarter, the Madden 17 championship. 5 minutes to $100,000.
father used to say, when the world knocks you down, you get back up again.
Play it first on Xbox One with EA Access.
That's right. Gronk it. Gronkalicious. Gronkasaurus. Gronkity Gronk Gronkalonka Donka Lonka Gronk. Available now in the App Store and Google Play.
The war room awaits. You are in the hot seat, controlling it all. Choose a coach who will execute the game plan. Draft a roster of some of the premier NFL stars of today, and possibly even yesterday.
A great pick here.
Take them to the field, where you'll put it all on the line.
Charles is free. Nothing but daylight ahead of him. He's going to take this all the way.
Your strategy, your draft, your championship. This is Draft Champions.
Guys, no one's playing as you in Madden on Xbox One. As your agent, I need you to go out there and connect with the Xbox Live community. Get your popularity back up.
Great game, Julia.
I win!
Oh, yeah!
Go. Come on, get there. Yes, touchdown.
Snaps the ball, drops back.
Strip sack Miller.
Guys, it's so easy to connect on Xbox Live. What's the issue?
Y'all need to work on y'all people skills.
Play together on the fastest gaming network. Get the new Xbox One S.
A beautiful shot of downtown Los Angeles. We are about to start the fourth quarter of the final of the Madden 17 championship. And welcome back. We are about to get into this fourth quarter. This final game is the culmination of 9 months of playing of these guys. We got 1 quarter left, guys. It's problem 20-17 right now. What does your guy Skimbo need to do to get back into this thing?
Skimbo needs to make sure he puts points on the board every time he gets the ball. And when I say points, I mean 7. Threes won't win in California, only if you're Golden State.
MJD, what do you see out of problem?
You almost made me mess up my whole thing when you said that. That's awesome. But no, problem is his stick ability. He has the ability to make moves. You see his 3rd kickoff return in 2 games, unheard of. The guy's user ability is what's going to win him champion. That's why they call him the GOAT.
They sure do, and it is time to crown our 2017 Madden champion. 1 more quarter. Let's head back to Scott Cole and RG.
Thanks so much, gentlemen. Fourth quarter. 9 months has come down to this moment for these 2 competitors. 5 minutes separates them from the championship.
I'm still shaking from problem returning that kick, Scott. And if you're Mike Skim, that's got to be demoralizing. Problem's been having trouble on offense, and then you let him get points through special teams. That's a good way to lose a football game. Skim needs to respond.
And here we go, 2nd and 7. Ball at the 27, trailing by 3 is Michael Skimbo. And Jimmy Graham gets to the 33, and we're going to have a big 31 incoming.
Yeah, this is probably 2-down territory for Skim, though, being in the 4th quarter. Short yardage, but you don't want to see a 4th down. This is going to be a big play. Prob known to hold the door in these short yardage situations as well, Scott.
One of the best run defenders in our entire field. Needs a big stop here. Ricky Williams, and there it is. He's going to lose yardage, and now it's 4th and 2.
Yep. And if you've ever seen Game of Thrones, this is where you hold the door, Scott. 4th down, 1 yard to 2 yards to go. You got to get stingy and protect.
The play of the game thus far is now.
Here's the door, and now you got to hold it.
4th and 2. In the shotgun, Rodgers. He's going to throw it to Ricky Williams. And that was a late throw, but it paid off.
Problem trying to hold the door, and Skimbo kicked it wide open to extend the drive. Big play right there by Skim. That was about as clutch as a Claritin during an allergy attack.
You know that if Problem gets the ball back, he could run out the clock. So Skimbo knows he needs to score on this drive. Looking deep for Moss, and it's caught by Moss. Both players had the ball, and Moss holds on. Look at it again. Oh my goodness.
And you saw the shot on Skim's face. It looked like Deion was going to intercept it. Problem thought he had it, but no dice.
We've watched a ton of Madden football. I haven't seen that animation for the whole year.
What a goon Randy Moss is.
1st and 10 from the 17 after the big grab by Moss. And let's be honest, it's Randy Moss.
He does that. We saw him do it in real life. He was overpowered in real life, and sometimes he sure as heck is overpowered in Madden.
2nd and 10 from the 17. It's a field goal game. Got to make sure you get points here, RG. Rodgers, high points into Jimmy Graham, and he could not get his feet in bounds. Wow. Boy, they need to maybe challenge this. Look at it again.
1. No, it's close.
3rd and 10 now.
No challenge because he needs those timeouts in the second half, Scott. It's too risky.
3rd and 10. And he throws an interception. It's Kendricks. So you go from perhaps scoring a touchdown. And I'll tell you what, Problem threw that same sort of pass on his drive against W in the Madden Bowl. And now Problem able to be the one on the right end of that one.
Oh my goodness, and if you want to see a biblical drive, that's what Problem's going to try to put on right now, Scott. He is going to try to kill as much of this 3 minutes and 20 seconds as he can.
Let's take a look at that pick again, RG. Just a bad read.
That's uncharacteristic from Skimbo, but we've seen him make mistakes in the big game. And there it was right there. You wonder if it cost him. If you skim, you gotta not let up a touchdown here and keep it 1 possession and get the ball back.
Both competitors with 3 timeouts off his back foot. He'll pick up the 1st down and more out to the 47-yard line.
Look at Problem. Look how animated the GOAT is. This could be a vintage performance from him. And we talked about his clock management. Watch how biblical it gets, Scott. Nobody better in John Madden football at managing these clocks than Eric Problem Wright.
2:32 till we crown a new Madden champ. Pistol formation. It goes back to Procise. And this time he'll lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
And best believe this is going to go straight to the 2-minute warning unless Mike Skim decides to call one of his 3 timeouts right there. But it looks like he's going to hold on to him. And if this is what the Madden Championship's about, Scott, give me more.
And it will take it to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes separate that man from maybe getting his first championship in 4 years. It's the #1 player in the world, Skimbo, against the greatest of all time. Not to mention $100,000, RG.
And though he hasn't won a championship in a long time, let's keep in mind, no other Madden player has won more than 1 major Madden tournament. Problem has 4 major Madden tournaments under his belt already, and he's looking for the 5th.
You talked about it in your scouting report. A win here would cement his legacy as the greatest that ever played. And Collins able to separate the ball from Randy Moss, and here is a 4th and 10. What a huge play by Skimbo.
That was big defense for Mike Skim, and you hear him talking to himself. One drive. It's going to come down to this. Problems defense versus Skimbo's offense, and you couldn't have asked for a better story here in the Madden Championship.
Just 89 seconds left in this one as he punts it away, and it will find itself into the end zone. Almost out at the 1.
That hurts if your problem. That was almost a masterful punt right there. Could have had Skim pinned deep. Now Skim gets it on the 20.
So 1st and 10 for that guy right there. Needs 80 yards for the championship. Quick pass to Jimmy Graham. He's knocked out of bounds at the 26. Got to take care of the football here. Turnovers have been his demise.
And remember, there's not a lot of time left in this game, but both these players both have all 3 timeouts left in this second half, Scott.
2nd and 4 now. Field goal would tie it and send it into overtime. Touchdown might give him the win. And Jimmy Graham once again, this time to the 39. He's going over 300 yards passing now.
In this single elimination situation, $100,000 on the line. These guys are going through something special right now. Scott, this is baptism through fire.
Minute to go. Skimbo. Looking deep. Thomas is there, and he pulls it in for the touchdown. And Skimbo retakes the lead.
And if you're Skim, you should be happy. But don't get ahead of yourself here. Problem still has 51 seconds with 3 timeouts left. This game is far from over, but boy, did Michael Skimbo just clutch up right there.
An important extra point to make it a 4-point game. And now, Problem right needs a touchdown, and this is a bomb to Thomas.
About as clutch as a Xantector and heartburn. How about that one?
You're on fire. No way. Come on. RG saving him for the final. 51 seconds left in this one, and he's going to kick it deep. And you heard Skimbo say, please don't take this to the crib. Please don't. Please don't. Whoa. Take a look at this touchdown again, RG. Rodgers letting it fly. It's a 70-yard bomb.
And Demarius Thomas might have just won Michael Skimbo $100,000.
Well, 48 seconds and 3 timeouts. Needs a touchdown. And hit as he threw. Skimbo has never won a championship. He's come up in 2nd place time and time again. 44 seconds away from that moment.
And the fact that Problem needs a touchdown changes the way Skimbo can play defense completely. You don't got to worry about field goal range. You just got to worry about protecting that end zone.
Rodgers finds Ocho Cinco. He'll use his first timeout. So 2 left, 38 seconds to go at the 43. Needs a touchdown.
And if you're Skim, that's where you want Problem completing passes, in the middle of the field where the clock needs to run and he needs to waste timeouts. You don't want him getting to the sideline.
CJ breaks a tackle and Procise falls down and bounce, does get the first down, but he'll use his 2nd timeout. Just 1 lonely timeout remains.
Yeah, more importantly than the first down was the fact that Skimbo was able to keep Problem in bounds and force him to use his 2nd timeout with only 31 seconds left in this ball game. This is intense.
So 1st and 10. Play action. There is Julio Jones and gets tackled in bounds, only gains 3. So he's got to go to a hurry-up offense here.
It's ticking. We've seen Problem get vintage in this situation before, though, Scott, in this tournament against Mo.
He's had 3 comebacks in a row. Boy, I tell you what, 15 seconds to go. Does he have a little Madden magic still left in the GOAT?
Oh, my goodness. You don't want to doubt him, but it's looking like Skip might get his first ever Madden championship.
He's finished second so many times.
This is what competitive gaming's all about, Scott.
15 seconds from what he considers his destiny. 3rd and 7. And that is a nice throw along the sidelines. Clock stops. 11 seconds left in this one.
That's a biblical read right there by Problem. Skimbo runs for the deep ball, gets himself some more yards, gets out of bounds, still has the timeout. This is crazy.
Problem finished second a year ago as Stiff won the title. And that's another out route. So now it's 21 seconds. Maybe down to our final play.
Oh my goodness, if you're not up, now's the time to stand up. It's probably gonna come down to this. With 6 seconds left on the 21-yard line, can the GOAT get it done? Down 4 to Michael Skimbo.
1st and 10 from the 21. 6 seconds and a timeout.
And this is the way a championship game should end.
Rodgers looking to the end zone. And he'll have one more play. 1 tick is left on the clock.
Intense enough for you? Palms are sweaty right now, Scott. Palms are sweaty. There's Problem's wife, Belinda Wright, looking on.
1 play, RG. 1 final play for Problem. Throws it to the end zone, and it's incomplete. And Michael Skimbo is your Madden 17 champ. There you see the sportsmanship. And he's finally done it. Wow, RG, well, he finally did it.
You gotta be so happy for Michael Skimbo. It's been such a long ride for him. He's been playing Madden full time, and all that work has finally paid off. Congrats, Skimbo.
Unbelievable. Let's go down to Zach Farley on the field.
9 months, Skimbo. 3rd time's the charm. What do you want to say, kid?
I'm just happy. I know it's like a video game, you know, people can say that, but this is more. I mean, a lot of stuff happened to me this year I can't talk about, and I've been so close, and just to finally win, like, I got lucky too, and that's like awesome.
The man right here from Claremore, Oklahoma, Skimbo. How about that deep pass?
Which one?
The winner. The winner.
Oh, well, he'd been cooking them all day, and then all of a sudden I clicked X for the rack, but all of a sudden I noticed his player was playing it, so I knew I had to click Y. I didn't want to get a pick. And Demaryius Thomas dropped one earlier, but he said, I'm getting you this time, so I'm just so happy.
3rd time's the charm for you. Were you ever in doubt in that game?
I was in doubt the whole time. Yeah, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like I got the monkey off my back, and it's like, I feel like I'm going to win a bunch of them now.
Well, good things come to those who wait. We got Michael Skimbo here. Do not go anywhere, because coming up next, we have the commissioner coming out with the title belt. Skimbo, you just won yourself $150,000 playing Madden this year, and you are the Madden champion.
Now the hunter becomes the hunted.
That's right.
Gronk it. Gronkalicious. Gronkosaurus. Gronkity Gronk Gronkalonka Donka Lonka Gronk. Available now in the App Store and Google Play.
father used to say, when the world knocks you down, you get back up again.
Play it first on Xbox One with EA Access.
Introducing the new Xbox One S. The only console where you can play over 100 exclusives on the fastest, most reliable gaming network. So bring every friend you have and build new worlds together. This is the new Xbox One S.
Get the new Xbox One S.
A historic night in beautiful Los Angeles, California, where we crown our 2017 Madden champion. Welcome back. It is my pleasure to introduce the Madden Competitive Gaming Commissioner, Matt Marcoux. Matt.
Great to be here. Michael Skimbo, I only have one question for you. Why did it take you so damn long to win a belt here? I feel like I've been sitting up here for 2 years waiting to hand you a belt. You've been making me wait. Your fans and the audience waiting. Our good friends at Microsoft have been waiting too to give you this Xbox One. They've been diligently sponsoring the series. Well, wait no further, Michael. It's all yours. 100 grand and the title of Madden champion.
Michael Skimbo is your 2017 Madden champion. Congratulations to you, sir. I want to thank everybody for supporting not only this tournament, but the Madden community all year long. 4 EA Majors, the Club Series, everything that happened this year happened because of you guys. I know Skimbo appreciates it. Everybody from the NFL and EA appreciates it. We cannot wait to see you next year in Madden 18. Come on back. It's going to be bigger and better. For right now, Michael Skimbo is your 2017 Madden champion. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you.